What you focus on grows. What you focus on grows.
Woo, it's Sunday and Lifeline is back. 70 degrees, yeah!
What are you saying? I keep on saying bad words.
Quick ministry principle for you, really a life principle. What you focus on grows. What you focus on grows. Now that may seem obvious, but let me unpack this. Tonight at Lifeline, we talked about baptism. And what was crazy to me about that is that this was in my 20 years of being in youth ministry. This is the first time I've actually done a teaching on baptism. I don't think I've ever done a teaching on baptism. It's always kind of happened in the context of the larger church. But we're doing it tonight at Lifeline to help make sure our students understand what baptism is, why we do baptism, the significance of baptism. So it was kind of fun and cool to do a teaching on baptism. One of the applications was, hey, if you haven't been baptized, we're going to do a baptism in a couple weeks. Sign up. If you're interested, we'll give you next steps. Well, a bunch of kids said, hey, I'm interested. I'm ready to do this. I want to get baptized more than usual, probably. What you focus on grows. And I'm telling you, the reason why is because we did a whole message on it. Like, yeah, churches always talk about baptism, but when do kids sit there for 30 plus minutes between the teaching and their small groups talking and thinking about, should I do this? Should I do this? I'm telling you, because we focused on it from the platform, the number of baptisms is going to go up at this next baptism that we do. What you focus on grows.
But I've learned that that's true for anything that you're doing in youth ministry. If there's any area of your ministry that you want to grow, if there's any area, or if there's anything you want kids to do more of, or less of for that matter, teach on it.
What you focus on grows.
Do a night on it, or if it's a really big deal, do an entire series on it. If you want your kids to serve more, do a series on serving, showing them biblically why they should be serving, giving them the why behind serving.
What you focus on grows.
If you want your kids to share their faith more, or tell their stories more, do a series on sharing your faith, do a series on how to tell your story and the power of your story.
What you focus on grows.
If you want your students to love people more and be better at loving people who are far from God, do a series on loving people who are far from God.
What you focus on grows.
If you want to focus on small groups, do a series on small groups and the value of community and the principles behind that.
What you focus on grows.
Whatever it is that you want to grow in your youth ministry, teach on it from the stage. There's power in teaching from the stage. Now, it's not only the stage, though there's power in the platform. You also have to integrate it in all throughout with vision and with strategy and with systems and with other emphasis.
What you focus on grows.
Anyways, that's my 2 cents for you today as a youth pastor. That was more than you were asking for, but it was cool. We taught on baptism. A bunch of kids are signing up to get baptized. Awesome, praise God. And I'm reminded that what you focus on grows. So whatever you want to grow, focus on those things. And hopefully, you'll see some growth.
What you focus on grows.